Fantastic Four, Reed Richards especially, it could be his iconic role. I make this argument a lot. That character can be their iconic role. So hello and welcome back to the Cina-Verse, and today we're going to continue with one of our new video ideas, which is fan casting our favorite characters. And in this video we're going to fan cast the MCU's Fantastic Four. So we're going to do the Fantastic Four. So we have Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, yes, Human Torch, and the Thing.
Yep.
Then we're also going to fan cast Doctor Doom
and Silver-Surfer.
It's going to be a little fun.
Yeah. Let's start with Reed Richards.
Reed Richards. Now, I'm going to talk a lot in this video because I've chosen, I think, on average, 2 actors per character.
Yeah.
Apart from Silver-Surfer, which I found very difficult.
You did that last time.
So, I went with the mindset that I didn't cast them individually. If I casted, for example, someone for Mr. Fantastic, I wanted the other actors to suit Mr. Fantastic and vice versa, because they're Marvel's first family, so they have to complement one another.
Yeah.
My first choice for Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, is obviously John Krasinski. Listen. Before we saw him in Doctor Strange, he was the people's choice, and he was the fan cast that Marvel answered. He's a good Reed Richards, he's a good Mr. Fantastic, and I want to see more of him.
I didn't complain.
He has that mature and intelligent look. Fantastic Four, it has a light tone to Marvel. Yeah. John Krasinski, you know, he has the comedic element, he has that from The Office, but he also has the action element that he took from The Quiet Place.
Yeah.
And Reed Richards, he's this mature character, but he can produce to that light tone that the Fantastic Four are, especially when there are characters like Johnny. Now, second choice. This is my Luca logic. I went with 2 actors for my second choice because I couldn't decide.
So this is 3 actors.
Yes, this is 3 actors, right? Because I simply couldn't decide. The first one, I went with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Now, in my opinion, he's a little bit underrated. And unfortunately as well, he's kind of forgetful. Like, he's worked in a lot of films, but you kind of forget that, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in that film. Fantastic Four, Reed Richards especially, it could be his iconic role. I make this argument a lot. That character can be their iconic role because it's true. Like, I want certain actors, at least some of my favorite actors, to be remembered. The other actor is my second choice. I don't know if you ever heard of him. His name is Penn Badgley.
No, I have never heard of him.
Ever saw Gossip Girl?
Yes.
Ever saw You?
No, you know.
You know. Practically, I like him because he looks like a Reed Richards. He has this mature, intelligent look. As in all of my choices till now have that mature, intelligent look.
So I went with John David Washington. Like
in our DCU fan cast.
Yeah.
You went with another John. But not the John I wanted.
Not the John you wanted. I think he does have that intelligent look. And he played Tenet. He did the role very well. So I can see him as Reed Richards. And plus, he's a very good actor. He's a quite, in a way, diverse actor, in a way. And he does do action because of Tenet, and he does have that gravitas that Reed Richards have a bit. He has a slight
word.
Yeah,
gravitas. Someone opened the dictionary this morning.
So your Sue Storm.
My first choice, obviously, the actress has to complement John Krasinski. Emily Blunt.
Okay.
Right now,
just to mention, I went with Emily Blunt as well.
We're in agreement. Okay, we'll take turns talking about this. They work great together. And I think because the point that they're married in real life, we've seen them in The Quiet Place.
Yes.
You can see even when they're not, acting with words. In The Quiet Place, I don't know if you've watched it. If you haven't, go watch it. It's great. There isn't a lot of dialogue. So there's a lot of acting just based on body language, and you can still see that chemistry between them.
So who's your second actor?
My second choice, I think, will complement Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Penn Badgley's Reed Richards, Jodie Comer.
All right.
You know who she is? Well, she's an up-and-coming actress, but she already has big experience. Yes, I'm going to make this argument again. She's ready to take on that significant role. Now, not because it's a comic book role, but even like it's a big franchise movie, and for her, like, she's an up-and-coming actress. I think, you know, it will make her a household name. You only chose Emily Blunt.
Yeah, I want to choose Emily Blunt in this.
We can move on to
Johnny Storm.
He's one of my all-time favorite Marvel characters.
Yes.
He's my favorite Fantastic Four character.
Yes, same.
So I really had fun with him. I chose 3 actors.
So I really liked when Chris Evans played Johnny Storm.
I did as well.
I wish Chris Evans would come back. I chose Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan.
That Johnny
I can,
Storm.
I
That
can
Johnny
imagine him.
Storm.
I can imagine him. I can imagine him.
You know how Johnny Storm is, like that hot-headedness. He likes to go with
like,
arrogant,
cocky.
cocky. He plays that type of role.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, it might work. It might work. Yes, he's not young, but it might work.
I imagine him having that sibling chemistry with Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
So no, I buy it. I like it.
So
I like it. We agree.
Okay,
I like it.
okay.
My Johnny Storm Human Torch. My first choice, now again, obviously I chose actors. I have to see them as having great chemistry with one another. They have to complement one another.
Yeah.
Sam Claflin.
Oh, okay.
He's my Human Torch. I mentioned him in the previous Fancast because I like him as an actor. I think he does the action genre very well.
Yeah, it does.
From the Hunger Games. So I think it wouldn't be anything new to him. And the most thing that I really want him as Human Torch is because I really imagine him having, again, that sibling chemistry with Emily Blunt. I can see it. I can see that. That's the main reason why I put him as my first choice.
Okay.
In the Hunger Games, he is that arrogant, like hot-headed character.
Yeah, he's very charismatic as well.
So
exactly. he plays.
Storm
So,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So it wouldn't be
work.
that far-fetched to put him in there as Johnny Storm. My second choice is Rudy Pankow. So I chose. Do you know who he is?
Roughly.
I chose him for 3 reasons. The first one being, I really imagine him having this sibling relationship with Jodie Comer. So, second is, okay, he's not a household name. He mostly works in Outer Banks. You ever saw the series on Netflix?
No.
He plays JJ. He's a up-and-coming actor. He's a great actor. So it can be his signature breakout role. And we've seen this, that Marvel, they're not afraid of casting minor actors or up-and-coming actors, as in we've seen that in Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and now that was his signature breakout role.
Yeah.
Now he's a household name because of Spider-Man, and he's going on and making bigger films because of Spider-Man. So it could be the same for him. As I said, he works in Outer Banks. He plays JJ. His character in Outer Banks has similar characteristics to Johnny Storm, so it wouldn't be, I think, that far-fetched to him. And my third choice is Dacre Montgomery. Again, I chose him because I think it looks like he would have good sibling chemistry with Jodie Comer. He had a failed superhero experience with Power Rangers. I really liked him as Jason in Power Rangers, but he's mostly well known in Stranger Things. So, Ben Grimm.
So when I thought about this, it's like, he has to play Ben and the Thing. So he has to be too built, but not too built to the extreme. And I went with Ellen Ritson.
He's built.
Okay.
He's not too built. He's built.
He is built. Okay, yes.
You've seen the size of the size of his biceps. It's our 2 heads meshed together.
Okay, I saw bigger built men, and I was like, he might fit, in between. And he can play well as Ben and as the Thing. Besides, like, him being big, he played in the Hunger Games. He played in Fast 10 now.
Yeah, he's
in Fast 10. And he does look like a Ben, to be honest. You don't think so? No, it's okay.
My Ben Grimm. My first choice is Jason Segel.
Oh, okay.
He's done some films, but he's not really well known on the big screen. So he's mostly known as Marshall from How I Met Your Mother, which is one of my all-time favorite TV sitcoms. And in How I Met Your Mother, okay, he's practically this bubbly, funny character because
yeah.
it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
But there were moments in the series where it does become a little bit dramatic. We do see his character go through some stuff. He
Okay.
has that acting capability.
Okay.
I imagine him having like a complicated comedic friendship with Human Torch, so Sam
Okay.
Claflin. I see them having this kind of frenemy relationship, but also that kind of friend-brotherly relationship with Reed Richards.
Okay.
So I imagine him, because he's kind of, I think, the same age or nearly the same age as John Krasinski. My second choice is Liev Schreiber. So he has previous experience with Marvel. That's not practically the reason I chose him. But I chose him as well because of his range. Because Ben Grimm, although in the comics, he's an athlete, but he's also this intelligent guy. And I saw that with Jason Segel, but I also saw it with Liev Schreiber. And Liev Schreiber is in one of my all-time favorite films, Spotlight. Have you ever seen it? Go watch it. It's the best. He plays this very smart, mature character. I see a little bit of Ben in him, and he can play this action character as well when he needs to.
Let's move over to Silver Surfer.
Okay.
I wanted to leave Doctor Doom for the end.
All right.
Because, Doctor Doom. So, Silver Surfer, he's an alien. So, I was thinking, let's see actors who played in sci-fi films. I'm going to try and say his name. Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto. Okay.
Everyone knows him from Spock, from Star Trek. So he has experience with like sci-fi, alien kind of. When you look at Spock, I do see like, he could play Silver Surfer, Okay, Silver Surfer is just full silver.
No,
you don't.
I thought he was gold.
He has that experience of playing as a non-human, person. He's an interesting actor.
Yeah. To be honest, I think your option is better than mine.
Okay, that's new. This never happens.
Right? At least your reasoning.
Yeah,
right? Because my choice, he's an actor that I enjoy watching.
Okay.
I chose him practically because he's an actor that I like. Because Silver Surfer, I couldn't decide. On Silver Surfer. I chose Rami Malek. He's a good actor. He's a great actor. I wouldn't mind seeing him in the MCU. I kind of see him as Silver Surfer. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on to, I think, very interesting casting for me. I do have two.
You have two actors.
I have two actors.
Okay. I have two actors as well. My first choice is Christopher Waltz.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I don't like about this casting is because he's 66 years old. He's an actor that really goes all in when it comes to portraying a villain.
And that's something
I really imagine him as Doctor Doom. I see him as Victor. But again, he's 66 years old. It's kind of a hit or a miss. My second choice is, I hope to God that I say his name right.
No, what is this?
Nikolai Coster-Waldau. So he's famous practically because of Game of Thrones. I think, he has to have that kind of transition into film. And I think Doctor Doom will help him with that.
I do see it a bit.
See him take on this villainous role. He's in his early 40s, so he's like John Krasinski's age and the rest of my first choice cast. I think he would be good.
So my character are some actors that I really love, and they portray villains very well. They've been massive villains in many films. So Cillian Murphy. So why did I choose? I like him. He's a very lovable actor, but he portrays villains, I think, very well. So he played in Peaky Blinders. I think that was his push to being actually very famous. I do see this Doctor Doom, intelligent, maybe playing a bit of an arrogant kind of character.
He is menacing.
He does bring that feature to the role. My second character might be more for the fans, more for like people who would love him to play him. I chose Mads Mikkelsen. So obviously I know him very well from Hannibal. He does seem like a very doctorious Doctor Doom.
Like he's very close to what Christopher Waltz is. Everything he does is Most of his roles are villainous.
And he has that voice, you know, and he does look intelligent.
So we hope you enjoyed our Fantastic Four fancast, as in if you want Marvel.
Yeah, we're open to
right
casting.
here.
We're
Right
open to
here.
casting. We're open to casting.
We're right here. We're
folks.
available.
I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
Peace.